Welcome to Israeli Frenemies, the only show you'll see coming out of Israel, Tel Aviv, Israel, where we get the right and left together to bash out the most heated subjects of the week. You can all guess what we're going to be talking about today. It's Trump Day here in Israel, well, at least for some of us. Yesterday, Trump made an historic speech, really an unbelievably historic speech, where he not only declared the city of Jerusalem as the capital city of Israel, but it actually admitted the truth that Jerusalem has been a Jewish city since ancient times.
I have determined that it is time to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Consistent with the Jerusalem Embassy Act, I am also directing the State Department to begin preparation to move the American Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem.
You know, the truth of the matter is, I'm not happy for Jerusalem. I'm not even happy for Israel. I'm happy for America. Okay. Because what I think Trump did was he called truth truth. In other words, the world got so engulfed in diplomacy that we accepted lies of the Arabs that now the truth came out. And by the way, with all due respect, the violence that we're seeing now, this is not something new, like, oh, because of Jerusalem, there's violence.
Oh, come on.
Hold on, let me explain to you. Let me explain what I'm saying. The whole Palestinian entity was created to destroy Israel. So the fact that you're saying we're going to have a 3-day, days of rage, were they the sweet child yesterday? In other words, Abu Mazen himself, so we're not going to allow dirty Jewish feet on the Temple Mount. In terms of Hamas, their charter, their charter comes out of a page of Mein Kampf. If you read it in English.
You know what?
One second.
Come on.
Let me just finish. You had a monologue for a couple of minutes before. 1 second. So I want to understand something. You're saying the violence. You think the violence is because of Trump or Jerusalem, or could it be that the violence is because of a genocidal radical Islamic terrorist organization and ideology?
I think that Palestinians have patriotic sentiments.
To what?
To and they see Jerusalem as their capital as well.
When was it ever their capital?
They are willing. Let's not start with that.
It's fabrication of history. When was it their capital?
Okay, fine. You know what, Ari? Yes. You know what? When I saw President Trump's speech yesterday, I thought of you. You know, I was watching it.
Of course,
8
it's
p.m.
a very,
here.
very pro-Israel speech.
And you know what I thought about?
What did you think about?
When President Trump mentioned the Temple Mount, he talked about Haram al-Sharif.
Right.
And when he said Jews will pray in the Western Wall, Christians in the churches,
right,
and the Muslims in the mosque in Al-Aqsa.
Right.
So according to the same President Trump you were ecstatic about,
no, let's not mix
the
up things.
place of worship of Muslims is Temple Mount.
So what I said,
while you are,
so I'm explaining to you,
you have to be in the Western Wall.
So I'm explaining your mistake again, Uri.
My mistake. It was President Trump.
But I asked you a historical question, and you deflected. When was Jerusalem ever a Palestine capital?
You know, if Jerusalem was a capital of many entities.
When was it ever an Arab capital?
It was a Muslim capital.
When was it a Muslim? What year?
It was a Muslim major city for centuries.
No, it wasn't.
But with all due respect,
okay,
I'm not representing the Palestinians here.
That's wonderful.
Yes,
you are, first of all. I believe. If you call it
I don't.
If you call, not saying you do. I'm saying if you call Jerusalem capital of Palestine,
I said
you are
that the
representing
Palestinians regard Jerusalem as their capital as well.
It's a fabrication.
De facto, they have a strong presence in Jerusalem for centuries.
Not for centuries.
Jerusalem is a major Palestinian symbol.
Incorrect.
It's the most important city for the Palestinians.
When did it start?
And to ignore it, that means you are once again, determining us, people who don't share your messianic beliefs, in bloodshed, in crazy war, driven by religion.
You want to make peace with the Muslims, the terrorists who are murdering Jews, but I'm the Messianic terrorist.
I am for peace and security.
This is a typical left-wing insanity.
Peace and security.
A Jew
peace and security. And you know, yesterday, Netanyahu, on the background of this Trump speech, was talking with a member of Knesset from his own party, Anat Berko, about how to get rid of Palestinian neighborhoods in Jerusalem.
No, what he
So why did he do it?
Why are you exaggerating?
If Jerusalem has to be united, Benjamin Netanyahu.
Why do you always have to exaggerate with false claims? He did not say get rid of Palestinian neighbors. It's
exactly what Anat Berko is promoting.
No, so now she's promoting it.
She's promoting a different border within the city of Jerusalem.
There are no borders in the city of Jerusalem.
But that's what Anat Berko is promoting.
No, there are
and
no
Prime
borders.
Minister Netanyahu met with her yesterday. I'm sure that our editor here can call her perhaps next week, and
wonderful.
we can talk with her about that.
Again,
and he met with her about her plan yesterday.
Okay, can we go back to the subject we were talking about? Instead of always running away. In other words, I proved to you can't give me the date when it was an Arab capital, a Muslim capital, even a Muslim central city. You keep on 1 second.
Really? Really,
Yes.
Ari? It was
Yes.
never a Muslim. So
listen to me.
correct the president, because he said this is the place of worship for Muslims, while you are subjugated only to the Western wall.
You done? Historical facts and truth. Does it matter to you? Does it matter to you?
The
Yes or
historical
no?
fact that yesterday the president of the United States, after whom you were ecstatic about, said
I heard
that
it. I heard it.
the Haram al-Sharif
I heard
and
it.
Al-Aqsa Mosque is the
heard
place
it.
for Muslims,
I heard
and
it.
you are only to pray in the Western wall.
I heard it. Now can I answer you? I'm not talking to Trump. He's not here. I'm talking to you, Uri Zaki, a left-wing activist in Israel. Does historical truths matter to you? Yes or no? That's all I'm asking. Why are you talking about Trump?
Yes.
So if it matters to you, you as a Jew, you as an Israeli, you as someone who cares about honesty and truth, the Haram al-Sharif, the Temple Mount, or the Al-Aqsa Mosque, or the Gold Dome, is that built on Jewish land or not? On the temple Jewish land? Is it occupation of Jewish land?
As a believing Jew, from my subjective perspective,
Yes.
as a person of faith,
Yes.
this is the holiest place
then-
of all.
okay, okay.
But
Yes, but.
if I detach, if I see it in objective eyes, it was holy for the Yevusim. It was holy for the
Why
Romans
are you
with
running
Aelia
away
Capitolina
to what
being
we're
there.
talking about?
And for the last 1,000 years, there is a mosque there.
Okay, the mosque is on occupied territory. They built it on our Temple Mount. Uri,
It was occupied by whom
So
exactly?
again, it was occupied first
From
from the
whom?
Crusaders and then the
Are
Muslims.
you a representative of the Byzantine
I don't
Empire?
have the Byzantine. Let me give you facts. Why are you screaming with such silly things? It was called Beit al-Muqdas. They themselves admit it was built on the temple. Why are you denying that?
You are
There's
talking to me
objective
about
truth.
historical facts,
Yes.
and you're ignoring reality, where a religion
Is
of
historical-
over 1 billion people regard this
Who are
place
lying.
as holy
Who are
as you.
lying.
Not holier,
'Cause they're
but
fact-
they regard
Uri,
them. So you want to ignore?
No, I'm not ignoring them. I'm doing exactly the opposite. I'm listening to them. They're fabricating history. You are accepting.
There's no mosque there.
Listen to me.
So President Trump fabricated history yesterday.
Listen to me to the end, and I'll explain to you. Okay? They're making a claim that it's not part of Jerusalem was not Jewish, that the Temple Mount was not Jewish. They built a mosque on our Temple Mount.
And you're making a similar claim about them.
1 second.
That's the idiocy
Uri, you gotta let me finish the sentence.
of seeing everything in crazy religious eyes.
Good. Now can you let me finish the sentence, please? You know the facts. The facts is that I'm right in this case. They built the mosque on our land. You are defending.
They built it on Byzantine Christian land, if anything.
Just because you talk over me, it will not change fabrications into the truth. Okay? If you can't argue the facts, just keep quiet for a second.
It's not the Byzantine Empire that was there before the Muslims?
If you can't argue the facts...
That's historical facts.
If you can't argue the facts that I'm talking about...
Wasn't it the Byzantine Empire that controlled...
No, listen to me again. Again, it's very simple. I'm going to say it for the third time now, and let me finish a sentence you can answer. If
You don't know your history.
I know. So tell me, refute my history, okay? The Jews had the Temple Mount there. At the time that the Muslims came in, the only reason that mount was holy was because of the Jewish Temple Mount. They built a mosque. Don't listen to the end. They built a mosque at the Temple Mount. The fact that the whole Muslim world says the Jews have nothing to do with the Temple Mount and they built a mosque on our Temple Mount doesn't make it true. I don't care how many people say it. Hey everyone, Ari Fuld here. I hope you really enjoyed that video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below in the comment section below. And please help me defend Israel by hitting that share button. Take care everyone, and God bless Israel.